Hi Gemini, I'm Anisha. Thank you so much for tuning in and thank you for being extremely patient. I'm most grateful. I've been away for quite a while. I've been traveling, I've been meditating, I've been exploring, I picked up a project. It's just been a lovely break, but it's absolutely more lovely to be back and to be able to share everything with you. We're beginning the month, that is February Geminians, with a Mercury which is retrograde till about the 10th. And Mercury has been retrograde pretty much the entire last month. And the usual drill for Mercury is not a great time to be buying expensive things. It's not a great time to be signing contracts. It's not a great time to be it's not a great time to be writing those important emails wherein that you're looking for a sign off. However, it's a great time for redoing things. It's a great time to be refreshing things. It's a great time to be watching out for those details. So try and be focused onto the details, things that may need your attention. Mercury retrograde is also a great time for you to be taking a backup of your electronics. It's also a wonderful time if you have been in negotiations for quite some time. This is before the retrograde that it began. It's a great time to be sort of reviewing and refreshing those specific details. On the 5th, we have Venus that is moving into your house of behind the scenes. This is the house of spirituality, the place where we go and recharge our emotional batteries, and it's resonating with Uranus. So you can expect flashes of inspiration. You could just be feeling, there could be very vivid dreams that you could be experiencing during this time. It's also a time for you to be introspecting. Some of you could go off on a meditation camp. Some of you could maybe explore something which is radically different than what you have been doing. Some of you could get more spiritually inclined. Maybe you will start exploring that facet of yourself. What is it that I'm supposed to be doing? What is the higher purpose of my life? Where is it? Or how is it more that I come to peace with the world at large? It's a wonderful time to be being of service to others, Geminians. If you can, try and, even if it is about visiting a pet shelter and volunteering some time, do that. It's a great time to be being of service to other people. On the 9th, we have a full moon that is there in your house of home. It's a house of Cancer. It rules your mother, and it speaks about maybe some of you are looking at moving your place of home. Maybe you're wrapping up something. Some of you could be maybe working more from home during this time. It also indicates fruition of something. It could mean that maybe a renovation is getting finished. Maybe you are looking at buying, selling, or renting your house. There is a lot of focus, maybe for some of you, if there have been issues as far as your mother is concerned, maybe that comes to an end during this time. You resolve that issue, or if there has been a medical issue with her, then that would sort of, finish during this time. On the 17th, we have Mercury that moves into your house of career, and it is joining Sun and Neptune. So it's a great time to be making a major decision as far as your work is concerned. It's a time of sharing information, it's speaking up, sharing your knowledge. And Geminians, try not to be very, try not to worry too much as far as sharing is concerned. You know that knowledge is power. If I share it too much, it will go away from me. So try not to operate from that mode. This is really a month, not just a month. I think this year for you is all about help others, share as much as possible, The more you share, the more you're going to grow, the more you will feel nurtured. So it could be that you're making a big decision as far as your work is concerned. Some of you could maybe, think about just completely leaving what you're doing right now and starting off your own. Maybe you turn into a full-fledged entrepreneur during this time. On the 20th, we have a new moon that is there in your 11th house, and it speaks about your social work. It's a great, social circle. It's a great time to be networking. It is also a time where you could find yourself to be a part of a newer group. Maybe you join an online group and you enjoy the conversations, the information that is shared over there. On the 22nd, we have Saturn that is moving into the house of higher education. It's the house of spirituality, and this also speaks about your desires. What is it that you really want? A lot of you could be considering about studying out of the country. You could be exploring more courses. You could also be thinking about your own spirituality at a deeper level. Maybe some of you would want to study maybe astrology or psychology. Some of you could be drawn to the mystic more during this time. On the 31st, we have Mars that is joining Uranus in the same house, and it's a great time to be traveling. It's a great time to be restructuring. I think Saturn is going to be bringing about structure, and Uranus, of course, is going to be all about chaos and movement and inspiration. And it's a wonderful time to be, while you're traveling, I think opening up your mind more to the newer possibilities that are there ahead of you, Geminians. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you again for being so patient, and I'll see you again next month.